Good evening, everyone. If you can hear me okay, please just say hi and where you are listening from. Welcome to tonight's business skills training, and we'll be starting in a minute. So if you can hear me okay, just say hi where you're listening from in the chat box. Where I am, it's been a rainy day. Tell us what's happening in your location. Is it been wet? Is it been dry? You know. Welcome, Yemi from Lagos. Oluwale from Lagos, you're welcome. Okay. Oh, it's been wet where we are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we can get the ball rolling without further ado. Yeah. Okay. I believe you can all see the screen as well. You can see the screen, just say, yes, I can in the chat box. Good evening, Imabong. Good to see you. Yeah, big. Good to see you. Yes, you can, Chikudi. Thank you so much. So we're going to run smooth and fast tonight. And let's see. Okay, so good. Dora, thank you so much. All right. So let's get started. So my name is Blessing Odion. I'm a pastor. I'm a biochemist. I'm an ex-banker. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a study recruit, abroad recruiter, and I'm a wellness coach. And I've been in the business since 2008. Now, that's just a brief introduction so that we can get into the business of the day. Now, I say this while welcoming everyone tonight across the globe to this training, because today we're looking at business skills. And sometimes people get into the business and think they have to stop everything else you're doing. No, you can do many things and still excel in this business opportunity. I believe I'm talking to tonight, I'm talking to people already in the business, they've started the business, they just got started, or you're already in the business and you're bringing in team members and you truly do not know how to help them grow like you've grown. So tonight's training is going to be focused on getting started. That's the focus of tonight's training. I really want to do my very best, not try, I don't like the word try, to ensure that if you're on this call tonight, you know how to get started if you're brand new. And if you're already building a team, you know, if you're already building a team, then you know how to help them. Because most times people get into the business, but the person who has introduced them to get started do not know how to get them in line. And before you know, you lose the momentum and all that. So tonight, my training is majorly on how to get started. Now, if you've been in the business for a while and you've slowed down, this will also be of help to you. How do you restart yourself? How do you get back into doing the ABCDs that would enable you see success in your business? So today's training is for everyone who is an FBO, a forever business owner. It's not limited to those who are just starting. It's open to everyone. You will learn something. Some things I'm going to share, you probably know them already, but they're going to sound probably new, or you're going to be like, oh, I forgot to do this. So take your pen, take your paper, grab a hot cup of tea. The weather's pretty cold, but stay focused. Stay focused. So for tonight's program, I'm going to focus on getting started. I'm going to be looking at the mindset angle and the skill set angle, because success in what we do is a combination of your mindset and your skill set. If you have the skill set, but your mindset is in the wrong place, success will not be as much as you want it. Then if you have the mindset and you refuse to learn the skill sets, then you're not going to get the best out of it. So if you know this and you agree with me, say, yes, I agree in the chat box, because it's a combination of getting results. It's a combination of helping you get success in the business. It's not a one-way trip. It's like a two-way thing. I put my mindset in the right place, and then I learned what I need to learn, and then you see results, because those things matter in what we do. If you do it the only way oh, this is what I know and all that, you may not get the best. Yes, you agree. Thank you so much for agreeing with me, because to be honest, we've seen people with a lot of skills. In my 16 years of building this business, I've met people who come in, they're so excited. They're like, don't worry, not me to talk to people. It's not just talking to people. How you talk to people matters. What you say to them matters. How you do it matters. So you're not chasing after people, just trying to close them, trying to make them the join. No. And you see people say, don't worry, I know what to say. And they don't learn. They don't learn the skill, the right way to do it. Before you know, they burn out, because they don't get the results that they seemingly thought was so easy to get. And then you see people who are so excited, but their mind is like, I don't think I can. I don't think it's going to work. You know, they face one difficulty and they are all mourning and like it's not happening. Your mindset and your skill set have to be in the right place for this to work. Okay. So in this transaction today, in this business today, I want us to set some things clearly. You are the CEO of this business. What are you called? Forever business owner. Who is a business owner? Someone who owns something. All right. Now, in this business transaction and what we're doing, there are different relationships that happen. And if you don't place them in the right place when you get started or as you build, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get confused about the results you're getting. Now, you're going to do two things. One, you're going to do this business with human beings. I mean, because you're not going to use the products and refer people to them, or you're going to refer people to the business. So you're going to be talking with human beings. And so for that kind of relationship, it's going to be transformational. You're going to be looking at how do I affect their life, impact their life, do something that they benefit from, not just get from them in terms of retail profits or commissions and all that. How do I affect them positively? That's number one. And number two, you're working with a company. You're doing business with a company. That's going to be transactional, because you're going to be like, how do I maximize the benefits I get? Because there are benefits to be gotten. So your dreams, your visions, your goal, it encompasses these two sets of people, the company and the people you work with, customers or team members. So I need us to know this, in case you don't know this already, because you're thinking, Forever is your friend. No, Forever is not your friend. Mm-mm. You're in business with Forever. And so in business, people have to know what they need to do to get things right. Any business, if you want to get results, you need to know, where am I in the business? What do I need to get A, B, C, D from the business? So if you don't know that as you're getting started, guess what's going to happen? You're going to toil but not get results, because probably will be falling short of some requirements day in, day out. Now, a couple of years ago, I was in a traditional business where I was before I started Forever. And they gave us a set of targets. And that target was for, I think, 3 months. And if you missed those 3 months, you were going nowhere. You were not going to become, then it was to become like a dealer. It's called a dealer. So you needed to buy a certain amount of products each month, participate in the incentives or whatever it is they run for you to become. Now, I wanted that dealership, so I had to stick to the rules of that transaction. And then when you're looking at the people you're working with, please, you're brand new, you're already in the business, let the relationship with your clients, with your team members, with your prospective customers, let it be transformational. Because every dream you have, every vision you have, and the goals you have, if you do this right, you will see yourself blossom as a forever business owner. Now, many people join this business for so many reasons, and just to rewind and to say, oh, where are you in this? Why did you join? What is it that you want? Because if you're not clear about those goals, when you get started, you'll be chasing what other people are chasing, which may not be your own goal. So as a forever business, your why is very key. Why did I join? Now, the first thing we see here is time. In 2008, I just left the banking industry. I was working corporate PRO. I had one daughter then. I wanted time. And the banking industry wasn't giving me time. It gave me money, but not as much time. And then the corporate industry wasn't giving so much money, but it gave me a little time. So when I saw this opportunity, I was like, what if I could do my business? And when my daughter closes from school, I close as well. officially, but I can still work behind without having to be at the office or at a particular location. And so the very first thing that I was desirous of when I joined was time. And so in my why, while I was building my business quickly, was that I built to a level where my income in a month was almost half my yearly income. And it was at that point I said, you know what? If I'm doing this part-time and I'm getting this kind of income, what if I give it more time? And that more time is me still being in charge of the time. You understand? And so that's one of the first things that I wanted. Yes, I wanted extra income, but I wanted time. And so you see people on this call tonight. What's your why? Can we see some whys in the chat box? What's your why? Why are you here? Why are you doing this business? Are you chasing what your upline or the sponsor told you? Or you're chasing what you really want? I would love to see some whys. I would really love to see some whys. Because I know a lot of people along the line begin to lose focus of why they're here. And if you lose focus of why you're here, how you build your business will be affected. What's your why? Do you want to travel? Do you want to leave a legacy for your family? Do you want to be the one that is like, you know what? They want this money for family. Now you're the first call. Do you want to be debt free? You want personal development? What about to be able to pay school fees without sweat? Now that's one thing that a lot of Nigerians and people, it's something. If you have children, almost from when they are one or two to when they are like 24, 25, you know that you have responsibility. Okay. I'm not seeing any whys. Does it mean that, oh yeah, we don't have whys? I'm not seeing the whys. I'm looking at the chat box. I'm not seeing the whys. Why are you here? Do you want a pension? Because if that is clear, the next things I'm saying is going to make sense why you should do that. But if it's not clear, the things that I'm saying, it will not make sense to you. It will be like, oh, I just did one because of people. All right. So people become entrepreneurs, you know, because they want the money. I hope I'm still online. Yeah, I guess so. They want money, they want flexibility, they want control of what you're doing, and they want to leave a legacy. I don't know which one is yours. Please be very clear about this. I'm spending quite a number of minutes on this because in the time of being in this business, we've seen people chase what their upline said, not what they want. If you chase what you want, when the difficulties come, you won't be moved. Now, I'll give you a classic scenario. All right. So someone comes into the business. Sorry. Someone comes into the business and what they want is, okay. All right. Thank you for sharing extra income, legacy, good health, help widows. That's beautiful. Extra income, personal development. Awesome. Now, I've seen scenarios where people come in and like, oh, my upline said I could qualify for a car. And they did not understand the steps in qualifying for a car. And so they go after that car. And then it doesn't happen. They get discouraged. But if why they came was that extra income, and so why they want to use the extra income is probably to pay fees or to support rent and all that. By the time they see that extra 200,000, goals are met, whys are met. So that's why it's very critical that we do understand why we are here. All right. So without, your mindset will be in the right place and the right space, because you'll be able to really start working and making what matters most to you work. If it's not mattering to you, no matter what you're doing, you're not going to feel the energy. You're not going to feel the enthusiasm. All right. So that's on the mindset. Now, there's a lot about the mindset, but I just want to bring it out in that concept that if you say you can, you can. If you say you cannot, you cannot. But it's going to be tied to what you want. Your mind has to be at the place where you think this is a possible means, a vehicle to my dreams, to my goals, to my destination. I'm on a journey. If I follow this route, I can get some results. So you need to be at that place where you are convinced, you believed in what you're doing. You believe in the business, you believe in the product, you believe in the industry. Those things are key, and you build it over time. When I got started, the day after I signed up, fear took over, and I called the lady who signed up. I said, please, 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 I can't do this. I'm not sure. I've looked at the magazine you gave to me, which is we used to call it them, will help you get there, which is like the business man kind of. And I think that there was work involved. And I didn't understand the work. So I called her the next one. I said, I'm not going to do again. The blessing, I want chance, I enter. And she says, I'm sorry, you're already in the system. But what that did to me was the fear was momentary, thank God. But immediately she said I was in the system, I switched. I said, okay, how do I make it work? That's the mindset thing we're talking about. But if I was really not ready and I was like, why did you do it? I'm not ready. Please find a way to give my money. I would not see any benefit. I would not see any purpose. I would not see any focus. So you need to understand that. All right. So let's quickly go into how to get started and build this business. Now, like I said, if you're brand new, if you're already building a team, you probably have made some errors along the line. What I'm saying is not cast on stone. It can be amendable. But if you follow these basic rules, which helped a lot of people that I know, you would be able to see significant change in your business. So number one is understanding the marketing plan. How does it work? Where do I need to get to see my goals, to see my results, to see what I want, to make it happen? How long is it going to take me? Then understanding the work that I need to put in, not thinking that, oh, they say bring in 5 people. So, I just need to talk to 5 people and they will join. No, what work do I need to put in to get the result? All right. Because when you're building, you're creating, you are involving a lot of things. Builders are creative, they're sharp, they're focused, they're dedicated and determined person. That's who you are as a forever business owner. You're building a business. It's not just going to fall on your platter. So you must understand this compensation plan. Now, every business owner should have this on their somewhere on your phone. It's not only has to be on a paper or when you come to a slide, you see, it should be on your phone. And every time you should look at it, where am I? Where do I want to get to? What work do I need to put in more to get to that place? All right. Now, this compensation plan is universal, right? So it's cost across every cadre. So everyone starts at a certain place and everyone has the opportunity to get there. So you need to understand this plan. This plan, we share it when we look at the company policy and all that. I think Mr. John did a training on Thursday or last week about this. So you can go to our YouTube page and watch a training on the breakdown of how these monies are, come together and all that. But you need to understand this to do the work to get started. Now, once you understand that this is how money is made, then the questions you want to ask is, I want to earn 500,000. Where do I see it in the business? I want to earn 200,000 in the next 3 months. I need that. I need 300,000. What do I need to do? So when you begin to ask those questions, it shows that you're beginning to understand that there is a process and there is a pattern to which you can get successful. All right, like I said, my goal is not to explain this tonight. There's a training for it. Go watch it. It's all been done. But to tell you that if you know that this gives you the results you want, then you need to do what it takes to get to it. All right. So let's move on quickly. All right. Now the compensation plan. If for you to be on the compensation plan, you must become an assistant supervisor. Now, from the preferred customer, which is the first place we call the novice customer, you can just get some retail profits. You're welcome as well. But if you really want to do big business, then you need to become an assistant supervisor. And there are ways to do that, okay? You can start up straight. You can model the products while, using other people's money, right, to get products. So how can I do this if I don't have money? I can learn about the products. I can learn about some things and then present it to people who need it. If I do that consistently, I'll be able to generate sales, working with someone who's introducing you into the business, and you can actually use other people's money to start the business. It's not a new thing. People have done it before, and people will continue to do it. All right. So our marketing plan is about helping others get what they want. In doing that, you get what you want. That's why I said at the beginning, it's a transformational thing. The lady who brought me in, I told her, oh, I want this income. I want to qualify for the car. Why did I want to qualify for the car after I got started? The car, when I got started, just before I got started, that same month, my husband had sold my Jeep as a seat to church on his birthday. And I was like, oh my God, you sold the Jeep, not yourself, right? So, kind of, you're the pastor. I wasn't the pastor then. And when I had to go back to my other business car, which was just like a car you use for business. It had AC and all of that, but it was not like when you climb upstairs, they enter the drive. When you're on the Jeep, you're like, hi, now that one was like a saloon. So it felt different. And so when I was told the marketing plan and all of that, I wanted time. And the next thing I wanted was, hey, How do I qualify for the car? But to do that, to qualify for that car incentive, I had to show other people how they could get what they wanted. Some of them wanted extra income. Some of them wanted time. And in doing all of that, I eventually qualified for the car. So in getting your business, you must understand that you're going to work with people. All right. Now, the next thing you want to understand, I still see people make the mistakes 3 months, 5 months into the business, is understanding what we call case credits. So if you're brand new here, you must know this thing. This thing we call them CC, case credits. Case credits is the value that is given to each individual products that we Forever produces. Now, the beauty about that is that knowing the case credit of a product allows you plan. So every time you go into the product center or you do an online ordering, the value of what you buy is calculated in terms of case credits. And then the value that gets back to you in terms of commission, retail, and all that is based on this value. So some products have higher value of case credit, and you've seen that those products cost more. And then some have lower case credit. Those products are cheaper. All right. So you can say, oh, I'm beginning to understand it. And I'm told that in doing the business, I need to do one case credit in my name personally. What products can I get to do one case credit? Now, this is 0.90, but right now, a gel is 0.1. So if I buy 10 aloe vera gel, that means I've done one case credit. So I want to do 10 case credit, one case credit. So what do I do? If I buy 10 aloe vera gel, who can I retail this aloe vera gel to? Who needs the benefits of the aloe vera gel, not the futures? The benefit, what would it do for someone? Who do I know that needs that result? So that's how you work with your case credit. So understanding your case credits helps you to stay in line for earning and for growth. But if you do not understand the case credit, you probably maybe were told to do one and you've done 0.99. Because you did not understand the credit and all of that, you lose what you're supposed to get. So it's very key that we all understand that nothing leaves the office in terms of income, payments, without case credit moving. So as a young FPO, what I told myself is, wow. So that means what I need to tell myself is, how many case credit is leaving the office today related to my ID number? That was a key thing for me. Who and who is changing their lives using these products because I told them something. All right. So that's very key. As a preferred customer, you make 5% discount when you start. All right. And as a business owner, you make 30% discount after your first order. Where would you love to be? So because sometimes, like, I had a call with someone this evening and she was like, I need to know how to get started in the business. Someone referred me to you. But like, okay, this is ABCD. You can, she's more interested in the roll-on, interested in skincare. And I gave her tips on what to do. And then the next question, she was like, you've been going on about being a qualified business owner, and what does it take to get there? And then I had to explain how you can become an assistant supervisor, getting the starter pack, how you can buy it, in a combination of product, which one is cheaper. Now, those are things as an FBO you need to understand. So when you're bringing in someone, yeah, this is FBO. So let's say this. When you're bringing in someone and the person doesn't have the money to become an assistant supervisor straight, what happens? You make that person begin to buy individual products. How do you help such persons? These are the transformational things that we talk about in the business. And now this is why when you belong to the business, you have to work with your team to understand the best way to navigate such kind of scenarios. All right? So a preferred customer is not the same as an FBO. So tonight, I believe I'm talking more to the FBOs, all right, who can earn retail, more than the preferred customer. The preferred customer is buying at a higher price, but the wholesale customer is buying at a cheaper price, okay? Now, the income opportunities are both from the retail and then from the leveraging of your time. That is why when you get started, the next things I'm going to share are critical. Because if you can do the next things I'm going to share, you'll be able to multiply your time. When you're retailing, it's your time. You find your 20, 30 customers, is your time. But if you can leverage, if you can teach other people how to retail, That means if I have 10 customers and I have 5 teammates and I teach the 5 of them how to get 10 customers, in the space of time when they get a 10 customer, we have 50 customers within the team. That's the power of leverage. That's the power of this business. That's the power of where you begin to benefit from hours you didn't work. So the next things I'm going to share, please take them seriously. If you need to screenshot. If I give you a link to go follow up, please follow up. During COVID-19, we're all home, but every single person that I got signed up, I did this with them. Now, I love people have gotten busy, me myself, but I tell you, this is very key. Now, when I sign up someone, I will make sure that I have a planning meeting with you. That's the first thing to do. So if you sign up someone and you do not call them and like, hey, you just got started. Congratulations, welcome to the team. Let's plan. Let's talk about what you want to see in 30 days, in 60 days, in 90 days. At the least, you must not make it a 5-year plan. And this thing, if it happens within the 24 to 72 hours, it's more effective because the person is still in the mood of, I just joined. So if you're an old FBO, yeah, you've been in the system and you're not doing this, please start to do this. It's very key that you sit with the person, not expect the person, the person knows at the end money now, so how many money you want? No, they may have different goals and why, all right? And then while you are that, help the person set the goals. Because some people come and tell you, oh, I want to earn 2 million. 2 million. See, madam, 2 million is what my problem is. What would the 2 million do for you? How specific are you? Are you sure that this 2 million, if I tell you the work to do, will you be able to do it? Are you realistic? And then are you ready to work in the time? So you help them set their goals within that planning meeting. So when they come with ambiguous or bogus goals, you tie it down. You want 100,000. Yes, noted. From 100,000, to make 100,000, if you retail this number of products, you'll make 100,000. You show them. If you read XYZ, you make, if you introduce XYZ number of people, you would get this. You show them. So you show them what they want to, how to get that goal. And then the next question you want to ask is, why do you want 100,000? In fact, you ask it before you show them. And they're like, oh, I need it for ABCD. Someone say, I need 100,000. I'm like, no, that's not a goal. That's a wish. All right? That's a wish. I want to, that's a wish, but if it's a goal, I need 100,000 because I need to be able to send my parents some income, some money home without resorting to asking my spouse. Then it becomes a personal goal to you because you know that you're doing it for a reason. That's very key. All right. And then you determine within that planning meeting, you determine the work hours, both online and offline. Not the hours you are thinking of the work, but the hours you're doing the work. I tell you this because since online came, a lot of people think about the work rather than doing the work. If you understand what you're saying, let me see your hand in the chat box. Oh, I need to reach out to 5 people. You're thinking, 5. Who are the 5 people you're thinking? I'm going to get to where I show you how to get those 5 people very soon. Okay, and then before you know, the day is gone. Like, today don't go. Tomorrow I will talk to 10. No. Determine your work hours, and then determine your daily income producing activity. Now, I beg to say this, not every activity you do on your business will be income producing. Now, I used to have a small, like a screenshot of like 10 daily activities. It's, I wish I'd put it here, but it's something that we could share later. Attending presentation is not income producing. It's building your knowledge. Making the call is income producing. You understand? Following up on your customer is income producing because if you follow up effectively over time, you get the purchase. But just going to every meeting and sitting down, whether you bring guests or not, is not income producing. It's important. I'm not saying it's not important, but it does not replace income producing. Remember, we're talking about how to get started. And that how to get started is not just for the new person, but for those who are in the business, the people have not doing some things and need to retrace themselves. Next, in fact, before you have that planning meeting, send them this app, download Discover Forever app. When I do my planning meeting with someone that is far away, this is the app we work with. The person is on their app over there. I am on my app where I am. And then I take them through the first steps to manager on the app. So if you are here you've not downloaded Discover Forever app, please go to your app store. iPhone, sorry, go to your app store, whether it's iPhone you're using, whether it's Android, it's there. Download it. You will see a lot. I'm going to show you a lot about what you can get from Forever, Discover Forever. Oh, you will see what it means to have Be Forever Focal. You will talk, you will see goal setting, you will see trainings, you will see a lot. To be honest, you can train yourself on that app. That means if you're new and your sponsor is not as sharp as you want the sponsor to be, don't get worried. Go to Discover Forever app. You'll be shocked at what you learn. That the questions you'll be coming back to ask are not the beginner questions anymore. There'll be questions that shows that you've done some work. Remember that it's your business. You're the CEO. That's where we started this whole thing from. Who is the CEO? You. All right? So this download Discover Forever app. On it, you will see tools as well. Digital marketing guide. There's even a presentation where you can share with someone. There's a link to sign up people in the app. You're like, hey, I want to sign up people. I don't know where they are in Congo. They are in US. Discover Forever app. You can use that to do that. Besides using your regular Forever website. So please, everyone on this call, once you have a new team member, get them to download this app. It's free of charge. There is no cost attached. But the value it will bring to them will save you time that you used to explain over and over and over and over. Again, as I've explained case credit, some people will still not get it. And they'll be like, I still don't understand. Download the app and get working. All right. Other useful resources that you can have is you can go through the Forever Global social media pages, Forever headquarters, then they will have the Nigeria social media pages, but then we have the Nigeria training YouTube page. I don't know if the Forever FLP Marketing can put that link to the YouTube page where people can go and watch past video. If you can drop that in the chat, it will be very helpful for a lot of people. Please, FLP Marketing, please help drop that in the chat. All right. So you go through that. You say, I want to learn how to use the products. The trainings are there. You don't need to call your upline and say, please tell me more about absorbency. There's a lot of information online. You can teach yourself. Am I saying the place of getting a mentor or people teaching you is out of place? No, but you can do a lot by yourself. Then we have on-site physical trainings. Sometimes we'll need to see other people, collide with other people, ask them questions and all of that. Don't overlook that. Then we have the weekly Zoom meeting like the one we're having tonight. It's also very key. We have the power hour, which happens 3 times a week. From now, it's now 1 to 2 p.m. It's an activity-based training where you can do your income-producing activities. All right. Now, would you have time for every and every? No, but you know the one that is important in certain parts of your business. You make sure you're doing that. A doctor will not say, please, I really don't have time to go for this practicum that they are doing. I'm not ready, but I still want to be a doctor. No, you have to pay the price to learn what you need to learn. In our business, you earn while you learn. You don't need to learn first. Learn, then start earning. No, as you're learning, you're earning. Because as you're putting to practice what you're learning, income is coming. All right. Then we also have the Forever Company Policy. Because everything your sponsor tells you, go verify it in the company policy. Go understand it. Go understand it. I remember in I think I was like 2021, 2011 or 2012. I'd done the chairman's bonus and I'd used some of the case credits from South Africa. And then I was asking the country office if I could use some of the case credits. And they're like, no, I was not qualified. I said, no, the company policy said, this is okay. I've read the policy and said, I had to escalate it up with my sponsor and we had to escalate it to the US. And then they said, no, you are qualified with what you have done. So if you do not understand the company policy, you probably lose some incentive because you are not doing it according to plan. So please download the company policy. Once you log into your website, as a Forever business owner, we all have our back office, our back end. Once you log in, down there somewhere you will see company policy. Download the latest one so that you can know what and what is available to you as an FBO, all right? And then we have the manuals, the brochures. Get them, hard copy, soft copy. There's so much you can use to help yourself. Do not wait. Do not wait, all right? Please, at one point, a lot of us were on about the first steps to manager, but it seems a lot of us seem to have forgotten it. Let's everyone use the first steps to manager with their team members. Some things may not apply per country, but the principle does not change. The principle does not change. The first steps to manager is very key to building a strong business, all right? Because in our business is a manager building business. You know, you keep sponsoring people, you have lines where you teach the 4CC and then you set goals to maintain it. It's really, really important, all right? So let me break down some things you'll find in the first steps to manager that will help you tonight. Today is Saturday, so you're starting this tonight. Set up a weekly planner. How many hours you want to give your forever business? Decide. What is your CC targets for the month? Break it into 4 weeks. Then plan activities that will help you. Do you want to run a C9 campaign? Do you want to run a 2-gel campaign? Do you want to run? What do you want to do? You want to talk about cardiovascular health? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to celebrate? What do you want to promote? In a compliant way. I'm not talking about making claims that are not practical. All right. And then have a plan B. Oh, I plan to do 5 case credits week 1. If it doesn't happen, how do I go around it to ensure it happens? That is very key to ensure that you avoid pitfalls in the business. All right. You can get this weekly planner, 7-day planner from the Discover Forever app. It is downloadable there. All right. So please check it out. Secondly, planning your day. It's also there in the Discover Forever app. You say, oh, the people I need to talk to, their names, you have space to write their names. People I need to follow up, you have space to write their name. If you do those things on a weekly basis, will you forget to reach out to some people? No. You will see that you're doing activities, you forget your stuff every day. So if you need to talk to 5 people, talk to them in the morning. Don't wait till in the evening. All right? Don't wait till in the evening. Sorry. Don't wait till in the evening. It's very key. Write your to-do lists. Don't jam your day full of activities and do it now. All right? Do it now. Always plan time for that balance, for family, fitness, recreation, and all of that. Okay? So this daily planner, the 7-day planner, is in the app. You don't need to go anywhere. Then you can use this. It's also in the marketing plan. Sorry, the first steps to manager on the Discover Forever app. You can use this to jog your memory. Because sometimes I'm like, who do I talk to? People did. You can't run out of people. If you carry your phone, I can bet you have so many people to talk to. All right. You have so many people to talk to. But you can download this, even if you go to the internet and do memory jogger, to give you a list. We'll also have it in the Forever app. All right. So let me quickly leave you with 15 techniques, to get your first 20 customer, because you're just getting started. All right. You're just getting started. This is going to help you. I'll just drop everything so you can screenshot it if you want to. So explore your existing network. You already know people. Don't be worried. Oh, I might talk. You already know people. Start from there. Learn from the customers of your competitors. What do they do? What are they using? What do you have that can replace? You can start a blog. Now, not everything will be at you start at the same time. Or please be strategic. Create relevant content. You could do cold calling and emailing. Be strategic as well. Some of it will work for you. Some may not just hit it with you. So you need to know which one will work. Pick 3 or 4 and start with that. Offer free trial. We did this a lot. We give people free products, use it for a couple of days and return back. But you must do it in an hygienic way. Now we have the samples that you can use, but use it wisely because it costs you money. Don't just go train it to people that will not value it, And then whatever feedback they, even if they did not buy, let's say you give someone a free trial and they now wrote back, you give them a feedback form. You must give them a feedback form. And they now say, oh, it was very nice. I used the aloe moisturizing lotion and my palms felt very soft after each use. Let's say the person didn't buy, but you can use that feedback for marketing. You can put that on your social media story. Does it make sense? What I'm doing tonight, is it making sense to anybody? If it's making sense, please drop the fire emoji in the chat box, all right? You can use that to promote, say, oh, feedback, aloe shield. And before you know, people will begin to, aloe moisturizing. The sale is not coming from that person that you give the product to test. It's coming from other people. It's all about how you position this thing. And then leverage online communities. People may ask a question in an online community, answer responsibly. Don't go making claims. Now, beg I did. Don't go making claims. we're a very ethical company, right? We're a very ethical company. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your response in the chat. I'm feeling us. Thank you so much. All right. So always fish for referrals. If your business, if you are not asking for, so tell me, refer your customers, refer your friends to me, refer people to me, fish for them, ask for them. You can do maybe a broadcast and say, have you benefited from my product? Who would you love to tell about it? Just you inspire people to do things for you, because everybody's buying from someone else. So don't be shy, okay? Share your great products testimonial with your friends and family. Don't keep it. Don't keep it. Don't say, I beg, I know nobody, I know we talk. No, there's a way you could package it, all right? Exhaust your existing network, expand your existing network. All these things are doable. Form alliances. You may need to, the person who called me today, for instance, she's into skincare. She has a skincare shop. And I'm like, hey, that's good. We can partner, right? Because you want to do skincare. Skincare is not just about the external, it's also from the internal. We have products that can help you both externally and internally. We are dealing in anti-aging. So I wasn't scared to tell her, look, I've got your answer. We can do this together. So form alliances. Try Facebook ads and Google ads. Those cost money. Be careful so that you don't just go spending money that you know you're not seeing yet. Be very strategic. Don't forget to add call to actions to your post or to your reels or to whatever it is you do. Now I know nobody else should come for me. I know I used to do this a lot, do a lot of live videos and all that. I'm coming back. The triplets are taking a toll on my creativity, my attention on social media. But I tell you, if you do it right, you would get people reaching back to you. All right. And get good at storytelling. Don't be dry. Make it sweet. Make it nice. All right. And last but not the least, pick up your phone and start making those phone calls. If you no ask, nobody go answer. If you ask, it may be a yes, it may be a no. None of those answers will take your life. It will only bring you more opportunities. So don't be scared of doing it, okay? Don't be scared at all, at all. There is no loss to anyone who is doing what we do, all right? So that's for retailing. And now let me also give you a little tip as you're getting started about the kind of people you should focus in. Because as you're marketing, some people will say, ah, they are ready, oh, I want to join, but you're not really ready. So who are you looking for? You're looking for team players. People will say, oh, we need to be here, they come. We need to do this, they are there. Team players will give you excuses or will blank you or will not, then they will now come back and ask you a question that would have been answered if they had attended the event you asked them to attend. And they are not doing anything at home. They are not. They use their data to do all manner, but to learn and do other things. So you must look for key player, the team players. You must look for open-minded people who are hungry for success. Some people look like they are hungry for success, but they are not. Test them, you will see. Test them, I tell you. They'll tell you, oh, I'm ready. But just give them a little task. Okay, do this and get back to me. You wait 2 weeks, they have not gotten back to you for just 2 things or 1 thing you asked them to do. That person is really not hungry. Not at all. Now, your key players will people, they may not start using the product initially, maybe if they don't have too much money, but you see their desire. And once they can afford it, they begin to use. You see them looking at how to get their own customers. They attend meetings. In 2008, I joined Forever. I didn't know nothing about Forever. But one thing we didn't miss, I was working. The office was a distance from my office. During my break time, you will see me run to the office, drop my registration form, and run back to my office. I'll go to the product center. Weekends, we had trainings at the weekend. Weekends, I am at the training. And I think 2 months into I joined, I'd become a supervisor. Then Forever was going to Kenya for Africa Rally. My upline said, Blessing, you're going to be the one to train. I'm like, what do I know? But I knew something and I did not realize it. Every training I was taking down notes of what was being said. And so when I came for that meeting, the Forever leadership, they were in Kenya. I was new, 2 months. And I stood in front of the crowd that Sunday to do this, the distributor part, to teach the people how to do the business before someone else was to do the business presentation. And I shared from my notes. And when I was done, they were calling my upline, who is this person that you got to train? I've not stopped training since then. I was there training when I was a supervisor in 2016 years. So attend meetings. You will learn more than what you will get by just asking your upline questions. People come to share different ideas, different tips that can apply to you that probably your upline has not thought about. So please do not make that mistake of saying the meetings are not important. Online and offline, please attend them. All right. And try your best to be active in your business. The 4CC activity, work your list. You have your who do you know list. If you use the first steps to money I talk about, you will see how to do it and then talk to people. We have the drivers in this business, being active, using the products, sharing the products, sponsor every month. All right. The 4CC is something that you need to learn if you're just getting started. You need to learn it. It's simple and it's duplicatable. You can teach your members. One way to do it is try and sell the products every day. It doesn't matter what products you sell per day. Once you start it, you have the desire. I've not sold today. I need to sell something. All right. Have a sell a day product chart. I think everybody can do that. So you have a 30-day chart and you put up, if you any day you sell, you tick. Any day you sell. You can sell a roll-on today. You can sell a gel tomorrow. You can sell a C9 the next day. By the time you do all out at the end of the day, you find that you've done enough to be 4CC active. All right. Hang it where you can see it. One product a day can get you to one of the most important business disciplines in this business as you get started is to be 4CC active. Now, I want you to remind you this again. I've taught you some skill sets, but let me remind you on the mindset again as I begin to wind down. This is entrepreneurship. All right. It's living a few years of your life like most people won't. You're going to make some sacrifices, my people. You're going to do what others are not willing to do, but then you'll be able to spend the time and the money like they cannot spend. All right. So their habits, review what you've worked at. Anticipate obstacles, they're going to come, but come up with solutions. If you can't come up with them, call someone in your upline, in your team, ask them questions. How did you handle this kind of situation? Prioritize what is important. I need to talk to 10 people. Who is the first one I want to talk to on this list? All right. Do one thing at a time. Be focused, set boundaries. Don't let people come and tell you it doesn't work. You're not worried. People don't forget all of that. Focus on where you're going to get results. All right. Try to automate and delegate. That automation is where you're going to get into all the ads and social media. All is not going to come at a day. But if you continuously do what you need to do, you will see that you continuously improve and you do the right things. Okay. So you can screenshot this, and then tick which of these habits do I have? Which one don't I have? Which one do I need to improve on? All right. If you do that, you'll be able to, even me, I'm screenshotting myself. You'll be able to probably put some energy, momentum into your business. Now, your business is made up of 4 parts. There's recruitment, which is bringing in people, bringing in new customers. There's retention, which is retaining your customers, increasing their buy, increasing what they spend money on, retaining your team members. And then there's development, okay? And then there's productivity. All of this is part of the business. Don't lower your expectation to meet your performance. Rather, raise your level of performance to meet your expectation, because if you expect the best of yourself, then you can do what it takes to make it a reality. Don't go low. I truly ask you not to go low. In 2008, I never knew that just doing this business, I would do what I've done, qualify for several incentives, travel the world with my family. At the last count, we've done over 25 vacations, expense paid in about 15 years of doing the business. We've qualified for the car incentive. We've earned a chairman's bonus. We've helped other people do the same, qualify for the car and chairman's bonus. It's about giving back what you've learned. But if I've lowered myself, I say, no, this one is for those people that are on that level. Me, I'm here. I can never be a manager. I can never be No, set your expectations high and then do your best to lift yourself up to making it. So you're here. You just got started, or you're already in the business and you're like, I've been trying. I really don't know what to do next. Will it work for you? It will. Just take it seriously. Put the time and effort that any new venture requires. Probably you've not done so. Now, in Nigeria, to become a nurse is 7 years right now. 5 years of BSc, 1 year of internship, 1 year of NYC, 7 years. So you cannot get to and say, no, I'm tired of doing this nursing thing. Let me just start treating people. Let me start jackpotting so that they can pay me as a nurse. You get what I'm saying? There's time. Put in the time. As an engineer, You don't just, after year two, say, I'm not a civil engineer, I know how to mix cement and this thing, I know how to draw the plan, I'm an architect, yeah, let's go and build houses. No, there's time required. So for this venture that you don't need that kind of formal education to do, and you can learn as you go, why not give it a little time? Give it what it needs and see yourself grow. Are you self-motivated? Are you willing to work close and learn from others? If you're not willing, nobody. And if you're not motivated, motivation is like what you need to bathe every day. Today one can go, tomorrow morning you can wake up sad. You need to motivate yourself. I mean, because if you're working close with today is feeling somehow, the person, if you call the right people, you will get up and walk. All right. Be willing to embrace change and tell everyone what you're doing, but tell them in a way that you're not spamming them, you're not making them hate you for what you're doing, or say, I beg, I don't hear. There are ways. If I tell you like this, tomorrow I tell you in another different way, I tell you in another way. I'm saying the same thing, but I'm saying it in different ways. That is what we are talking about. So you need to be strategic. This business is strategy. I'm telling you the truth. If you pay attention, you will pick strategy from leaders. You say, I like this strategy this leader is doing. Let me try it and see. All right? It's very important. And then you must be willing to think big, dream big, and set goals. If you're not willing to do this, whatever goals you set, you will achieve. But if you set big ones, you will get big ones. I promise you that you will get big ones. All right. In 2014, this is my husband and I being recognized by the founder of Forever Living Product of Blessed Memory Rex Moore at the O2 Arena in London as Sapphire managers. What it simply means, if you're brand new, it means that we, in doing the business, we've not just grown our business to the level of manager, we have shown and supported 9 other lines to become managers as well. That means they also have the opportunities to also grow and help other people. Now we've gone further than this. We're almost hitting the next level, and we're trusting God that as we continue to help people, we will keep going higher in the business. What level are you here? What do you aspire to be? It's all achievable. All right. Write your goals on your vision board. You know, the trick, my people, is to suspend the fear of whatever it is that is holding back, fear of rejection, failure, shyness, or whatever else. Just go for it. I had the fear of failure. As a worry girl, I don't know what to make me fear that fear. But just seeing in the manner that I needed to work on the business on the monthly basis, I'm like, I thought this money that they said would just come like that. It didn't come like that, but it came. I did the work and it came. You too can do the work if you get started the right way and you help other people do it the right way. I promise you, if you do it the right way, you will be able to smile. Focus. Do something for the next 2 years. No, scratch 2 years. Do it for the next 6 months. Scratch 6 months. Do it for the next 3 months. You will see a difference in your business because you'll be doing things that people say, I don't think this works. But if you keep doing it, you'll be able to do what people have not dreamt about, achieve what they've not dreamt about. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen. Forever is a compliant company where we do not try to make claims unnecessarily. But I can tell you, millions of lives have been changed by doing this business the right way. Don't give up. Don't lose hope on yourself. So I round up with this. And now I have closed this check for compliance sake. But anyone who is desirous to know this, I'm sure this is probably on her page somewhere. Her name is Natalie Haley. She's one of the leaders from the UK. And this was what she said in 2016 when she walked home under her armpits with a check of 7 figures. Just like that. Under her armpits. She had been working the business over time and building consistently. And under her armpit was that kind of amount. But this was the things she said, and I'm sure you can relate to it. I didn't have the time, I made the time. So are you here? You're telling yourself, I don't get time, I'm too busy. Make the time. I didn't have the knowledge. I did what I knew. What do you know now? What can you learn new? I didn't have the support. I learned to support myself. Oh, my upline is not calling me. Nobody's checking on me. Forget all that. Scratch that. Support yourself. I didn't have the confidence. Oh my God. Say, but confidence came with the results. If you are consistently building your business, doing the basics, I bet you will see results. And as you see results, somebody says, guess what? I use the product and that body odor, I can't perceive it anymore from the person I was using it for. I use the products and I used to feel so lethargic, no energy. But just 2 weeks, 3 weeks into using the products, I can run a race. How would you feel? Your confidence in talking about the product is going to be off the roof, right? I had a lot going against me, but I had enough going for me. That's you. There will be so many people saying it won't work or so many things not happening around you. You have us in the business here for you, telling you that you can do it. And like, I'm sure that everyone in this call has the last one, plenty of excuses. But what are you going to do today? Choose not to use any of them. Because if you choose to use them, you won't see yourself up there. And if you decide not to use any of them, the results you're going to get is going to wow you. And every one of us, we're going to see you at the top. And we're going to celebrate you for going above and beyond and doing what matters most to you. I see you at the top, and I can't wait to celebrate everyone on this call tonight. Thank you so much. God bless you. All right, so if you've gotten value from this, please just drop an emoji in the chat box. And if you have question, I am just going to use the next 5 to 10 minutes to answer any questions if you have any questions. But I think I've been pretty much explicit in a lot of things, but type your questions in the chat. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. It's my pleasure, Dr. Manuel. Thank you, Chinoye. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you, Adesola. Thank you, Justina. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking your time to listen to me. It's been of great value to us. So we'll just wait for like 5 minutes. Thank you, Mabong. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you, Yayomi. Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much, everyone. If anyone has a question, thank you, Regina. If anyone has a question, please just quickly type it on the chat box. But if not, I would hand over to Forever Living. If they have any announcement to make, please, you can come online and make the announcement. We have a training tomorrow, I believe, for the business opportunity. Thank you, Chukwudi. We have the training for the business opportunity. So if the office could just come up, if not, I could round this up. The office, please let me know if you have anything to say, because I want us to. All right, so no questions. We have a training tomorrow. Please reach out to who has invited you today for tomorrow's message training, and invite people. That's how you grow. Invite people. And I can assure you that if you keep doing this and don't get tired, you will see results. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Bawa. You see results at the end of the day. Thank you so much, everyone who took our time from tonight. I wish you all the best of the rest of the evening and the rest of the month. God bless you. Okay? All right. Forever. Okay, the question is that assistant supervisor, what profit will you be earning? Now, it depends on the transaction that you do. The retail profit for an assistant supervisor, because they're buying at 30% discount, they'll be earning about 35%, about 15 to 25% on whatever products they sell, right? Retail profit. And then the commission is from 5% for an assistant supervisor on whoever you bring into the business. So the transaction will be based on the commission is not fixed, it's based on the amount that is involved in the transaction. Okay. So yeah, I hope that answers you. Any other question? Any other question? All right. I don't know if the FLP, please, could you just reach out to me on the chat, on the message box, so that we know and we don't just keep the recording going when you could end it. I think you have to end it. I can't see any other question from my end. Do you have any question on your end? All right. So good night, everyone. I think the training is over. No more questions. I believe we've all had value. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Good night. Yeah.